I'm fascinated by the human condition. I'm fascinated by people who are con artists. And that's not unrelated to our text, because these false teachers were con artists. They bewitched the unsuspecting in the churches of Galatia. Well, Richard Kuklinski, I'm not sure exactly, I should have looked at Kuklinski, the Iceman. You can go and watch an interview or two with him. I mean, he was an individual to behold. And for all his icy mannerisms, he was a psychopath. A mixture of a type 1, type 2 psychopath. But he gave himself away. I mean, I'm not an expert in body language, micro-expressions, but I could tell by the way he moved his mouth, the way he looked away when he was asked certain questions. He was lying. He was a liar. But he was loving the attention at the same time. Well, brothers and sisters, the reality is that these individuals who were working their way through the families of believers, individuals, who had snuck in to spy out the freedom of these true followers of Jesus. I mean, they were pathological. And that's a fascinating avenue for study. I mean, they're brain damaged. Certain parts of the brain shut down and have a conscience. Cold, calculated. I mean, how could they do what they did to these sheep? They were out for power. They were out for pleasure. And the Apostle Paul is trying to wrap his mind around how in the world this could happen. How could these wolves in sheep's clothing so cast a spell upon these disciples to draw them away from the life-giving message of justification by faith alone, through Christ alone? I mean, it's one thing to woo someone into a factory at night under false pretenses and do a horrendous thing to that individual. It's another thing to take the gospel and turn it into a mechanism for selfish gain. But that's exactly what has happened to these individuals who lived at a time when they could have beheld Jesus with their own eyes. As Paul goes on to say, you could have, and certainly some of those that he is writing to, beheld Jesus publicly portrayed as crucified. And now you're willing to add on to his death circumcision. You're willing to add on anything and everything as an appendage to 100% proof grace. And so Paul is in full-on interrogation mode now. The gloves are off. He does not care about winning a popularity contest, as I've said before. Yes, he's defended his apostleship. He is no less acceptable as the apostles in Jerusalem. He's willing to oppose Peter, the great Peter. He could care less, not because he's a psychopath or he's antisocial. No, because he is constrained by the word of Christ. He is a man of deep empathy and compassion, but he has an iron spine. And so now, like a lawyer, he interrogates these Christians. And beloved, maybe you need to be interrogated this morning as well. Or maybe not today, but maybe these questions need to be put to you in the future when you are perhaps tempted to be led astray by someone on YouTube. or someone who's a family member or a co-worker who wants to slip works in the back door.